Hello and welcome back. Andy Bryan here again from The Soul Pathway. And today within this video, I wanted to speak with you all about mental health, as it's currently Mental Health Awareness Week around the world. So within this video, I wanted to share some of my insights and reflections with regards to mental health, as I personally believe each and every one of us will experience challenges with our mental health at some stage and phase on our journey. And from my perspective, it's really essential to really connect with ourselves and release ourselves from the trauma of that we are not good enough, we are not worthy, and other challenges that we may face with regards to mental health. But before I share some of my insights, I wanted to touch on some of my challenges and share my story, because it hasn't been easy for me with regards to mental health. And in fact, I've gone through many challenges, but I've also experienced many shifts and changes that's helped me to love, honor, and appreciate myself as exactly who I am in this moment, which is beautiful. And I think at the core of mental health, that is what we're all striving for. So many years ago now, I experienced my own challenges with regards to mental health. I was lost, alone, and I felt quite depressed at times. I didn't know what to do, didn't know where to turn to. And in those moments, I did contemplate ending my life, not wanting to live anymore. And again, I think so many people go through this dilemma. But what I came to realize that within these moments, that it didn't matter where I was or what I was going through. What truly mattered was that I could find peace and contentment in the moment. So I came to discover Joseph Campbell and the hero's journey. And I come to connect with my conditioning and what shaped me into the person that I am today. Now, I found that incredibly transformative, but because it helped me understand myself and the conditioning I went through. So that was a big part of, accepting and appreciating myself with regards to mental health and some of the challenges I experienced. Also, I came to realize that we are each individual souls, and we have our ego, our conditioning, our unconscious self, what drives us and motivates us at the unconscious, and then we have our shadow. And our shadow in many ways is the greatest challenge that we will all face. It's the dark side of our lives, the ugly aspect of self. And to free ourselves from these mental health challenges, in many ways, what our journey is all about is loving, honoring, and appreciating the shadow. But more importantly, healing the shadow and going through the process of what Carl Jung called as individuation. And individuation is all about connecting with those shadow aspects, feeling into them, connecting with what they are, and bringing them back into the soul, or reintegrating them back into the soul, so they're not disconnected from who we are. Now, I believe one of the other greatest challenges is the fact that in this Western world at which we live, we have become so disconnected from who we are as individuals. Because what has happened is we start to find out how we can become a part of the society in which we live. So we shape ourselves and our lives around all of this external conditioning of how society wants us to live our lives. And that is what causes us to feel so very much disconnected. So your journey is all about freeing yourself and releasing yourself from all of these conditions and patterns so that you can live in your own truth. And again, going back to Carl Jung's insights, that is the process of individuation. Releasing yourself from conditioning and finding out what conditions are really positive for you in your life, And what shadow aspects do you need to release and heal from in order to really love and appreciate yourself? So there are some insights there, but I also wanted to share with you some reflections as well with regards to mental health, because I find that in moments of our lives we feel completely broken, as if no one will love us or appreciate us. Well, we are just broken in who we are. How can people love us? In many ways. And what I've come to realize is, in these moments, we are very much whole in who we are. It's just the way that we perceive our lives and who we are as individuals. It doesn't mean that's who we are, but it's just the reflection we have upon ourselves. Because as I reflect upon myself and, think about those moments of happiness, contentment and bliss, I come to realize that that feeling inside is that peace, knowing that I was always whole and at one with myself. Nothing has truly changed about myself. Much has changed about my life in many ways and my situation. But who I am is always, in many ways, been the same at the integral and core level. So I want you to think about that for the moment. If you are going through a moment of crisis where you feel you are broken, you are not good enough, I want you to reflect upon yourself and your life and think about times at which you felt that moment of bliss, and noticing that you were just the same person you are today. It's just the way you perceive yourself in this moment. And one thing I will add to that as well is, often we feel broken because of our past, because of our trauma, and it's really hard to come to terms with, what experiences we've been through in our lives. And again, I can definitely relate, having gone through many deep emotional challenges within my own life. But again, what I've come to realize within that is that in many ways, your journey is a part of who you are. But that doesn't make you who you are in this moment, because you are beautiful and unique in your own way at this very moment in time. So what I'd love for you to do is disconnect from those conditions and beliefs you have in your mind, whether they're societal or cultural beliefs, whether they're beliefs that you have created through the traumas you've experienced within your life. Allow yourself to detach in this moment. Detach from those conditions and beliefs, and really allow yourself to find peace within yourself. Take a moment to relax. Take that deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and know that you are just beautiful the way you are. There's nothing you specifically need to change about yourself, only the reflection that you see in the mirror. Know that you can be loved and appreciated in each and every moment. And finally, what I wanted to say with regards to mental health is all about creating sacred space. And sacred space in shamanism is all about, finding that place of peace, or creating that place of peace. So you can create a room in your house where you've got some crystals, a place to meditate, but a place that you can go to get away from the world, get away from these thoughts that you have in your mind, so that you can just be at peace in those moments. At times, I will be completely honest with you and say, when we are going through difficult and challenging moments, in many ways there is nothing that we can do to change that. All we have to do is sit with it and feel into it. The shadow can be very challenging to work with at times, because these emotions and feelings will come to the surface, and we will find it difficult and challenging to work through them. But again, the most transformative thing for me and for many of my clients has been to really sit with the shadow, honor the shadow, love and appreciate it again for what it is. But allow yourself to honor those emotions and feelings, because they exist for a reason. When it comes to healing, we are not changing the situations in our lives. All we are changing in many ways is the way we feel about them. And again, this is all about perception. Perception is a way we can shift our reality and consciousness, so those old pains and traumas don't affect us in the way that they once did. So I hope you found this video to be valuable and useful, and you connected with some of the insights I've shared here. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. And with that, I will say, take care, much love, and really allow yourself to find peace in each and every moment, even in those moments of darkness. Take care, much love, and look forward to connecting with you in another video very soon. Bye for now. Awaken your soul pathway and shift from self to soul. Visit www.awakenyoursoulpathway.co.uk. And if you found this content to be valuable, please be sure to subscribe.